I welcome everyone. My name is Bill Palmisano, Assemblyman for the region, not physically Hornell, but I have represented Hornell, born and raised here in Hornell. And it's a privilege for me to be here to join my friend John Buckley, and to publicly endorse and support his candidacy for mayor of the city of Hornell. I've known John for a number of years. And the thing about John that I just admire is, first of all, his dedication to this community. Far too often we see young people leaving our small towns and our small cities to look for other opportunities. John didn't do that. John cared about this community. He was married, was raising his family here with his 2 girls. Has dedicated his life just being in this community. When he saw that things needed change, he didn't sit on the sidelines, he got involved, and he ran for city council. And he's been a part of that for over a decade. And certainly, obviously with Mayor Hogan stepping down, and I'd be remiss if I did not thank Mayor Hogan for his decades of service to the city of Hornell. A good leader and a good friend, wanting to try to get things done. And I think Mayor Hogan saw a lot of what we all see in John when he named him deputy mayor. And I think and it says a lot about you, John, about your ability to work across party lines. John's a Republican, but that's not what it's about to him. You're a part of this community here in Hornell. And it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat, there are problems here that need to be addressed, challenges, and it takes a team effort, people working together to solve problems. And I've admired that approach about you, John, as a city alderman and as deputy mayor, and I know you'll take that same work and action as the mayor of the city of Hornell. And there's a lot of challenges that we have across our communities, but I watched John get involved, whether it's first of all, his accessibility and responsiveness to the constituents, whether knocking on doors, going right to them, asking for their vote, but asking for their input. It's not just about asking for their vote, it's about asking for their input, trying to get ideas, trying to listen, and take that to help make this city better. And John continues to do that day after day in his job as an alderman and as deputy mayor, and I know he'll do that as mayor of the city of Hornell. He knows the issues that people are facing here. Certainly the opioid and drug abuse problem we have. He's spearheading that. He's spearheaded town meetings on this, over 20 town meetings across the city and the ward. Certainly economic development, the taxes, things of that nature need to be a priority, and John is on top of that. And that's why I'm just thrilled to be here with him. I'm proud to call you a friend. I've been proud to watch you, I don't want to say grow up, but just be a part and grow into your knowledge and trying to solve problems, because at the end of the day, what it is about you that I admire is that you're about solving problems, bringing people together no matter what party, where they're from, working together to solve problems. And that's the way we make a difference in our communities, when you put the party label aside and try to reach across the aisle and say, what do we got to do to make the quality of life, the quality of things going on in our city better for the people who live here and want to stay here, because we want to keep people here so we can make this community thrive again. Being born and raised in Hornell, I've seen it, and that's why I'm so proud to be back here again, John, to thank you for getting involved, to wanting to make a difference, and to wanting to step up. When Mayor Hogan is leaving, you mean to step up, and I think everyone knows those are big shoes to fill, but I have no doubt you are ready for the job. You've been prepared, you've been training, and you've been working. And the people in this community see that, I see that, and that's why I'm proud to be here, not just to call you my friend, but also proud to say that I'm here to lend my voice, my support, and my endorsement to your candidacy, so that on November 7th, the citizens of Hornell elect you as the next mayor of the city of Hornell. So good luck, my friend.
Assemblyman Palmisano really hit the nail on the head when he talks about community. And, it's not Republican, Democrat. We're all Hornell. And I like to say, I don't care where you live in Hornell. I don't care if you live on Main Street or Madison Ave. Everyone gets the same treatment. If you need something, I'm there for you. Phil and I have done multiple town halls together, and that's what it's really about. Getting out and being accessible to people and being responsive to their needs. I conducted a citywide porch tour over the summer that went into the fall, and that's really kind of an extension of going door to door, kind of an extension of the 20 plus town halls that I've put on, because it's important for me you know, and Phil does the same thing at the assembly level. He gets out and does the town halls, because it's important to get out and not just share information with the residents and your constituents, but to really hear from them and hear their concerns, whether it's complaints or concerns or sometimes suggestions or ideas. It's important to take that information back and take that to City Hall, share that with the appropriate departments so we can be very responsive to their needs. And you know, that's one thing that I've always prided myself on, is that, you know, outstanding constituent service. You know, we'll keep doing that going forward. You know, I'm so happy to partner with Phil. I can't remember how many town halls we've done together. It's been quite a few on you know, on different topics over the years. You know, when I think about Phil, I really think of a role model. You know, this is the guy that you want to role model, that you want to model yourself after, as far as you know, being an elected official. Because, you know, there's some elected officials that are lightning rods. You know, some that are kind of one-trick ponies out there, and you know, you can see that in the news across the country. Then you have public servants, and I hate to. Sometimes the lines get blurred between politicians and public service. Phil Palmisano is a public servant, and that's what I model myself after. And I'm proud to have your endorsement and your support. And thank you very much.
One thing about John, I mean, you know about his accessibility, you know about the town hall meetings, you know about things you see what he does with the council, but he's also on the phone and not getting highlighted, just saying, where do we go for answers? And I can't tell you how many times he's called me up and Senator O'Mara and saying, what do we need to do? What do we need to do to fix this problem? And it's not about getting credit, it's about getting things done for the people of Cornell. And I think that's at the core of what John's all about as a public servant himself, as a city councilman, as deputy mayor. And that's what it'll be about when he's the next mayor of the city of Hornell. So I wish you well. I know you're going to be successful, and I'm proud to be here with you. And good luck to you and your entire family on this next venture.